Hi everybody, I'm Matthew Kenslow. I'm the royalty published author of Juggling the Issues Living with Asperger's Syndrome, which has got a couple of awards and is making a difference in lives across the world. I'm going to start this video by saying that it's going to be an honest video, a transparent video that is taking a great deal of courage. I have came forward on Facebook, on Twitter, still debating about Instagram, but I probably will since I'm making a YouTube video about this. I'm just not sure how people will take this. It pertains to an original quote that I came up with yesterday, in fact, and without further ado, here it is. I care negative 1% about myself, 101% about everybody else. And number one, I know that's, mathematically the sum is 100%. For those of you who know me, I am a scientist. I love math. I know that you can't get below 0 or above 100%, but still, metaphorically speaking, that's what I feel inside. Now, I'm not telling anyone, and I mean anyone, to not care anything about themselves. It's just, for me personally, and this is the first time I'm saying it publicly because I only told just a couple of people about this, including God himself, that I have stopped caring about myself a long time ago. I know that's probably going to be taken literally unless I explain. I really don't want to have to explain all of the details about what I mean. But let me explain this. I want everybody else to succeed in life. I want some people to find happiness and joy while living in such a world that we live in today. I want people to find what makes them feel belonging, which is their calling in life. And to be totally categorically transparent and honest with everyone watching this video is I don't feel like I'm doing much of anything when I want to. I want to help people, and I feel inside and I think in my mind that I could be doing more. I'm just believing that it's being allowed for me not to be doing the full potential that I have to offer, if that made sense. In other words, I feel that I have a lot of things that I could do. I'm just not being allowed to do 99% of it. I'm being honest. I care negative 1% about myself, 101% about other people. And I sure hope and pray to God that I'm the only person that feels like that, because I'm not telling anyone to do what I'm doing, which is to care little to nothing. And also, don't get me wrong, of course I am taking care of myself and my needs and everything. Don't get me wrong. I'm not completely devoid of care of my person or so. I just want to do more things for other people. And again, I'm just believing for 22 months that the people who could help me reach more people are refusing to allow me to do so for whatever strange reason. Maybe they think I'm a charlatan and all I care about is money, which is far from the truth. Honestly, I care very little about money. I don't care about money. I don't care about cars or mansions on earth or anything like that. I'm quite content of where I am, and I just want to make this life, however long or however short that we have, to make a difference and an impact in people's lives. And so that's been my prayer pretty much 24/7, 365, because it was just over a year ago, and I put this on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, but I'll repeat it again. Just over a year ago, I saw it on Facebook Memories page. I written this prayer, and I came up with it myself. It's, Lord, help me to help the helpless when I feel helpless to help them. But you know what? That prayer, I am still praying to this day. I've prayed that prayer probably hundreds of times in the past year, and I still pray that prayer to this day. Lord, help me to help the helpless when I feel helpless to help them. And that's what I've been feeling. I mean, pretty much every quote that I say, I mean word for word, 100%. I do feel helpless, or that I'm helping inadequately, or not as much as I could contribute. And so I decided to make this video, even if it raises a couple of eyebrows, because I care about everybody else succeeding with their calling in this life. So I just want to take this time now and to show and somewhat prove to everyone that I do care about a lot of people. I want them to succeed and not give up in life, give up physically, or to give up on their character that they were placed here on this earth for such a time as this. So I'll go ahead and reiterate this. As I said in previous videos, I'm very appreciative of what I am doing thus far and helping people. I've received the compliments from all around the world, the reviews from all around the world, how much I'm helping. I just feel like I could help like 10 million or 100 million or a billion times more than I already am and such. But again, God knows, and if you're like a man of faith like me in prayer, I just invite you to pray for this. Now, of course, God knows the details than what I'm willing to say in this video. Again, I believe I have a lot to offer, not just in this book, but predominantly in this book, just to be a help to other people. It's just, again, I don't feel like people are allowing me to get out and encourage. So I guess that's essentially why I'm making this YouTube video. Maybe you could pray about that. And this very thing is the reason why I've kept losing sleep over the past 22 months and counting and such, because actually, to be fair, for years and years and years and years, because all my life, all I wanted to be was a help. I really don't care about myself or my person, but just to give back while I still can. And I mean that with my heart. And I just want people, churches, school districts, school personnel, all over the place, radio, television, newspapers, autism organizations, to finally understand and realize that all I care about is not selling a book, but to make a difference. And that's the reason, that's actually the sole reason why I written the book, is just to make the difference. I don't care about whatever royalties comes from this. I just want a mode of communication other than a YouTube channel. In fact, I sort of started the book first before the YouTube channel. But as you can probably tell, I'm quite anxious to make this YouTube video and to be transparent. Again, I'm not telling anyone to also not care about themselves, and I'm not saying that I completely don't care about myself to the point where I stop caring about my basic needs or anything like that. Nothing like that at all. I just am saying this metaphorically to say that, I just want to be a help and a positive source of, optimism and joy and happiness and encouragement and motivation and such to other people. And I just feel that a lot of people, especially over here in the Orange County area, don't want to hear that. And that's probably going to take like a huge long video to really elucidate that. I sort of threw these things out in tons of my other videos in the past, for the past year. But other than that, again, if you're like me, a man of faith, a Christian, I invite you to pray. And for those of you who are visiting this channel because of this video, for those of you who are not in the Christian faith, then that's your right and your free will. But in the meantime, just know that you have a purpose, a reason to live, and a calling. And I hope that you find that purpose in this life, as I'm really endeavoring to fulfill mine. And I'm adamant to show that I really want to give back to everyone, especially children and the youth. Like, I've been a Royal Ranger Commander since 2013. I've been volunteering at a couple of schools, soon to be a lot more in the Newport Mesa Unified School District, to juggle and to put joy and smile and encouragement in the children's lives. I'm a youth minister at Lighthouse Community, and I'm also training to be a middle school math and science teacher. So this video articulates the #1 mission in my life. But in order for this to be a reality, I exhort you to please put aside all differences of any disability, not just autism, but any disability. To discriminate against a disability is called ableism. But come on, we're one score into the 21st century. Shouldn't all bullying be eradicated? Bullying, teasing, and just not feeling adequate about yourself, and to have self-pity or doubt or to just pick on other people or whatever it is, shouldn't that be solved and eradicated by now? There's so much more in this world that we've got to preoccupy ourselves with than just childish discrimination against other people. But in the meantime, that's part of where I come in to help encourage other people to put aside their differences, one, and two, to have everyone realize that you were here no matter what you look like or how you sound. You are here for some purpose. I mean, look at me. I didn't give up even though I was diagnosed with autism circa 2001, specifically Asperger's syndrome. I didn't give up because I had a speech impediment diagnosed at age 3. And likewise, if I could do all of these things, if I could earn a medal that is statistically tougher than the Eagle Scout Award, if I could learn and teach myself how to juggle, if I could become a piano player like I am, and if I could work hard to earn a couple of science degrees and become a YouTuber and everything, then you can too, plus more, a whole lot more. And I believe that. This is what I preach, and I hope that I imparted it to you in a way that you will believe it in your heart and your mind. Let it go in your ears and stay inside. Don't let it go out the other ear. That's how we're going to get this world to where it should be. Because what I came up with, another original of mine, I have no idea if someone else already thought of this, but our words are dead to you unless you choose to act on these words and believe it in your heart and your mind that you can do what you set your mind to do. And you know, that guy, that person has autism, or is too short, or in a wheelchair, or too tall, or anything. You know, I'm going to be a friend to that person. And so I'm going to append something I like never, ever, 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 ever say in a YouTube video. And I'm just asking you to please share this video. I don't usually ask, I rarely ask for views or subscribers or to share. I'm not even telling you to like it. I'm just requesting, if you want and if you pray about it, please consider sharing, because I've imparted many messages of encouragement in this video and in previous videos. And if you agree, I want those messages to be shared to the most people possible on this planet. So I encourage you guys to take heed to our words. Thank you for watching and listening and making it this far in the video. Congratulations. I really, really appreciate it. Have an excellent day.